knowledge is power, but faith without works is dead. You can't just keep it in your back pocket all the time. So you want to make sure that you're executing on what you learn. The following instructions. Okay, so following the instructions is 99% of the battle. I used to do federal contracting, and I had the opportunity to, I learned you have to follow the instructions. They throw your stuff in the garbage if you don't follow the instructions. They do the same thing with all these same entities and agencies. We have been working on strategies to get things done. So one of the things that she has done is she took one of the strategies we put together and we called it Clear Errors on Credit Reports in 30 days or less, how to use the system to get immediate response. And she was actually able to get immediate response, because I don't want to steal her thunder, but she figured out how to use the system. So everything we had been trying in the past, it failed. I mean, you get to a certain point and then nothing worked. It's like, I thought they had no honor, but it was because we weren't following the process. And it was because, for one, we didn't know that there was more than one party. For instance, I just showed you that it said that there was that we have the United States citizen, and then we have the several states of the Union. So now, every time you go back and look at anything that they have shown us, you have to absolutely look at it with very close eyes, because you're going to pay attention. Does it say United States? Does it say several states of the Union? And you have to pay attention to exactly what shows on the screen. I mean, what they're saying on the, I'm going to put my Zoom share. You have to pay attention to what they're saying in the words that they're giving us. But anyway, I'll give you a quick synopsis. So we use one of the regulatory agencies because the credit report, if I issued and I borrowed for myself, why are they showing my stuff as late? That doesn't make any sense to me. But they have everyone thinking that the debt belongs to them. They don't know that when they sign their signature, the funds were issued from the several states of the American Union, just not recorded, because they didn't do their proper steps to record that. So now we have debt collectors that are coming to collect debt, and we were the issuer to that debt. So how could they say that we were late when they've received a payment when they took within 30 days? It's 30 days. They get it after 30 days. So she wrote and she uploaded some files, and she used one of the regulatory agencies, and her score went up. That was Friday, August the 16th of this year. That was last Friday, and that was in the morning. By Friday evening, she received a notice that said, "Congratulations, your credit score went up 49 points." So just by her reaching out. So what we're going to do is we're going to talk about the strategies on, first, who are the regulatory agencies when you have these debt collectors that are making false claims? What do they do? So like when I tried to use that same regulatory agency, they don't deal with lawyers, they don't deal with courts. So you have to know where to go. But if you have like a car loan or a house loan or a credit card, then you can do it with those. So you just have to know the strategy, but it's a lot to learn. So we've been working on videos. So what she's doing now is she has a video that she put together to basically walk you through everything that she did for her step by step. Like, what did I do? This is how I did it. This is the site I went to. This is what I had to upload. So before you go, you have to have your documents ready. So that's why you have to have you need to be prepared, because you get one chance to upload. After you do your upload and you file, you don't get to come back again. Now, are they going to do anything about it? Absolutely not. They're useless from that perspective. However, the companies jump, and they will move, and they will come, and they will respond. You can get it. Like, she got a response. That's the quickest I've ever seen. She had a response in one day. Usually I get a response within 7 to 10 days, but she had the same day response. Now, this same day response, you can get from, and she did multiples. What she did was, I think she had 12. She'll go into this if you come to her training, but she has like 12 or 16 different items that she needed to clear up. And she cleared them up. That's why her credit score jumped up so high so quick. But that's just one of the things. That's just one of many. The first thing is comprehending and knowing what debt is, and knowing that it is an asset only to those who operate in equity. But when you operate in trust, it will be a liability, because it will be given unto man. So we're supposed to trust in the Creator, which provided for us. In the Bible and different texts teach us that, but nobody ever shows us how to do it. So this is an opportunity for us to practice and to stop them from trespassing. So some of the other things that I wanted to tell you that we've been working on is, okay, stopping debt collectors dead in their tracks, how to use an authorization code to cease calls and letters. So we came up with a system, we call it authorization code. So if you're getting harassed and called by debt collectors, you can stop them with a phone call. I'll show you how to do that. And then the Consumer Enforcement Agency Certified Compliance Consultant. Okay, so you can start a business with this from home. And it's a compliance consultant, and you're making sure that they're staying in compliance. And we'll talk about some of the things, but I can show you in California, which I know we can identify it in other places as well. You just have to do some research, 2 guaranteed ways that you can do compliance consulting for these entities who are not operating in compliance, and help them to get up to par. You can deliver them analysis, you can do training, there's a lot of different things you can do because none of them are in compliance. We had an issue just dealing with the automotive industry, here in California, and then I had one with the taxes. And I spoke with the Inspector General, and they didn't even know the codes. So we have some codes that even they don't know, so that you'll be able to go back and have something that when you want to consult with someone and you want to let them know that they could be in big trouble for this big breach of compliance, they'll be more than happy to pay you because you can charge them, you'll make it a business. Anyway, neutral party under Geneva Convention, protections for civilians, the difference between a citizen and a civilian. I just showed you citizen, what it meant to be a citizen under the Constitution. And you have to know how you have to be protected as a civilian, because by default, they're going to call you a citizen so they can take your assets. Obtaining private civilian citizen document from the neutral party. We figured out a way to get a document that says you're a private. It doesn't say civilian. It says you're a private citizen. However, that private citizen I found in the dictionary says it's a civilian. A private citizen is a civilian because you're outside the jurisdiction of the United States. And then the last one is honest services fraud. When the agent doesn't comply, what do? We have to be able to have some things that we do. So I don't know if you're familiar with honest services fraud. If you're not, you should look it up because it's a really powerful tool that we can use when someone's operating in a public trust and they fail to perform